All right, Blue Thunder, here we go. Set.
Hi, I'm Rick Stacy, President of the Boise State Alumni Association and a proud graduate of the class of 2000. I want to start by welcoming all of you to our very first virtual Alumni Association barbecue. We're excited that you've joined us. I personally love this event because it's the one event where we get to celebrate our members. It's also always great to see hundreds of members of our Bronco family all together in one place. While I wish we could all be celebrating together on campus at the Alumni and Friends Center, it's super exciting that we're able to virtually celebrate with hundreds of members of our Bronco family who are living all across the country. Believe it or not, we have alumni members celebrating with us right now from the comfort of their own backyards in Idaho, Arizona, California, Washington, Colorado, Florida, and New York. On behalf of your board of directors and our alumni relations staff, thank you for being a member of the Boise State Alumni Association. I also want to let you know that even through the stay-at-home orders and everything else that has been going on during the coronavirus pandemic, our amazing alumni relations staff has continued working on your behalf to keep our members connected and engaged. The Alumni Association needs your continued membership and support now more than ever. Your annual dues help to fund alumni events like this one, and even more importantly, our legacy scholarships. In case you don't know, our dues are currently funding scholarships to 25 of Boise State's most outstanding students. We're able to do this even though only a small percentage of our graduates are members. Please reach out to your friends and family members and help us improve these numbers. Joining the Alumni Association is the least expensive way that I know of to help pay it forward and give back to the students who are following in our footsteps. I hope you enjoy playing the barbecue family bingo, try out the custom Bronco family recipes, download the barbecue music playlist from Apple Music or Spotify, and don't forget to enter your favorite family recipes and barbecue photos on our Alumni Association website for a chance to win prizes, including a $100 gift certificate. Finally, I want to thank our title sponsor, Mountain America Credit Union, the BSU Foundation and Bronco Athletic Association for their continued support, and our board of directors for their 100% participation in this event. I will now turn it over to alumnus chef Pat Mack and our lifetime member and alumnus, Jennifer Stockwell. I hope you're as excited as I am to watch them cook up a few great recipes. Thanks again for your membership, and go Broncos!
I'm Chef Pat Mack and a huge Boise State fan, and I am here today with a fellow Boise State alumni and Jennifer Stockwell. She is going to be assisting me today, and we are going to be showing you some great techniques on the barbecue when I'm going to be showing you barbecue chicken and some other wonderful recipes.
Hi, I'm Jen, graduate of Boise State, class of 1998. Thanks for having me, Pat.
Oh, you bet. This is great, and we also want a big thank you to Pat and Laura Metzler for bringing us in, letting us use their outdoor kitchen, and invited us into their beautiful home here. And they are also huge alumni and big time Boise State fans. So thank you guys for having us.
Yay!
Yeah.
This is great. So what we're going to be doing today is we've got 3 different things that we're going to be putting on the grill and we're going to go through. But the first thing I want to be able to show you guys how to do is the barbecue chicken, because that's going to take the longest that we're going to be doing. So yes, put your apron on, get ready, because I'm going to have you help me out here. First thing I want to start off with is I got my barbecue grill. We're going to be using a gas barbecue grill today, not charcoal. This thing is going to fire up just as well as a charcoal barbecue grill, and it's going to be able to get the heat that we want, because we're going to be doing chicken on the barbecue, so you want a really high heat because we're going to be using a bone-in chicken on this one. So
sounds great.
I will have you help me out here. I have 2 bone-in chicken breasts. Now this is one of my recommendations. Anytime you're going to be using chicken on a grill, try to get the stuff that has the bone in, because then it doesn't dry out. Anytime you have a boneless chicken on the grill, it has a tendency to dry out pretty quick. So as long as you have the bone in, it's going to stay nice and moist, and it'll be really good. So I'm going to start out with 2 bone-in chicken breasts with the skin still on it. And if you can you hand me the
yes.
grapeseed oil? Now it's important that you want to use a high intense oil. We're going to be using, oh thank you very much, social distancing, about to be able to keep that up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take grapeseed oil, and I'm going to be using a Ziploc bag because it's going to be easier, and that's going to be one less item that I have to worry about cleaning up later as if I was using a plate or a casserole pan. So I've got my oil in there, and I'm going to take some of my favorite seasonings, which is going to be salt and pepper. I'll grab those. If you can grab me the paprika there, that would be great. And I'm just going to simply just put my seasonings right inside the bag. Salt, pepper, I have paprika. Just 3 simple ingredients that I'm going to be using on this. Before I do anything else, I'm just going to seal this up. I just want to shake it around, and I want to get the coating of all the seasonings in there. And the easiest way to do that is just by leaving it in the bag and just simply rubbing the chicken all the way through. And apparently I have a leak in there because now my hands are all oily. So typical. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this on the grill. The grill's already been preheated. We got it up to a temperature of about 425, 450 is what you want to use for chicken. And as you can tell, we already have fire. And I'll show you the best way to cook these without getting too much fire going in your barbecue. I've got a 3 burner here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the center burner, and I'm going to keep the chicken in the center because I want to make sure that it's not underneath direct heat when I'm doing that. And then this way, the heat from both sides will keep the inside of the grill hot. But I'm going to shut that now. And the reason why I'm shutting that is because I want to be able to lock in as much heat as I possibly can. Every time you open a barbecue grill, you're going to lose about 10 degrees of heat instantly just by leaving the lid open. And the longer you leave it open, it's going to take that much longer for your barbecue to build back up to do that.
So Pat, question for you. A couple months ago it was difficult to find chicken because everyone bought all the chicken.
Yes.
What else could you use?
Yes, the North End. The North End has a lot of chickens. Just go in their backyards, grab the chicken.
Great.
No one will, no. Is that what, no? No.
Oh.
No, okay, yes.
Okay.
Oh, the store, yes. The store. Yeah, that was awkward. Okay, yeah, you should have warned me about that one. So anyway, yeah, if you go to the store right now, buying chicken can be difficult. I recommend trying to load up on as much chicken as you possibly can right now because we don't know what's going to be in the future.
Okay.
But once it starts coming back out, it's a really easy way to feed your family with a barbecue chicken.
Great, but
So-
any other like piece of meat that you could use, like tofu or?
No, not tofu. That's disgusting. No, I'm kidding. Yes, you can. You can use tofu.
Okay.
Tofu is a
Got
great
it.
is a
But
great
bone-in.
alternative, but it's
Bone-in
gonna
tofu.
bone-in tofu. It's got to
Okay.
have the bone in there, especially if it's going to be a vegetarian.
Right.
But it's a great substitute for the protein that you'll be able to have no problem finding a lot of that. There'll be
would think so.
plenty of tofu around for anyone. So, all right. So what I want to do is I want to get the next recipe on here. get that started going, and that's going to be Brussels sprouts.
Ooh,
Yes.
those are my favorite.
Yes, now Brussels sprouts, a lot of times people have a hard time with Brussels sprouts is because they were raised that way. That's how they were raised. They were raised with parents who made Brussels sprouts on the stovetop in a boiling pan of water, and your mom would literally boil it for 6 months. She would, and it was disgusting, it was mushy, and that's why a lot of people are turned off by Brussels sprouts. But now Brussels sprouts are making a huge comeback.
Love them.
And I'll show you my favorite technique to use is, once again, I'm using a Ziploc bag, but the reason why you want to do that is because you're going to put your Brussels sprouts, I cut them in half, I put them in a Ziploc bag, added some extra virgin olive oil in here, and then I put some salt and pepper, and I did this 24 hours in advance. You're going to marinate your Brussels sprouts, and it will make them a lot more tender when they come back out. And we're going to add a little bit something extra in here. So what I did is I have olive oil, salt and pepper, and then I let it marinate for 24 hours. I'm going to put that in 2 pieces of foil. I laid 2 pieces of foil out, put that in there, and then I'm going to take apple that I had sliced, a Honeycrisp apple, and I'm just going to put that right over the top, just like that. And then I'm going to fold it and then roll it and then fold it over the end, just like that. I'm not going to pop any holes in it or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it like that. What's going to happen is I'm going to put this on the grill, and we're going to let it steam cook all the way through with the foil wrapped around it, and we'll check on it in about 20 minutes or so. But it will take about 30 minutes for this to cook. 15 minutes halfway through, you're going to want to flip it back over so it gets the other side. And the apples that are cut in there, it's got this natural sweetness that's going to help add to the Brussels sprouts. And you can even eat the apples when you're done, and they're really soft and they're so good. All right, so we're going to get that. We're going to put that on the grill.
I like that there's absolutely no dishes that I'll have to wash later, except for the tongs or the
Yeah,
knife.
you'll be washing the tongs and the knife and the cutting board later, because I will not be doing that.
Okay, great.
That's all going to be
That's
on
what I'm
you.
here for.
Yeah, that's all going to be on you. So, the next one I'm going to put on here is not a recipe, but this is a trick that you want to use for the barbecue. I've already started the chicken. I've already started the Brussels sprouts, but a lot of times people like to have that natural smoke flavor when you're outside barbecuing. And so this is a technique and a trick that you can use for making your own smoke bomb if you don't have a smoker, because that can be kind of expensive just to go out and buy a smoker just for your favorite meat. So all we're going to do is we're going to take 2 pieces of foil, put it together, we're going to roll it up like a bowl around the edges. I got wood chips from the store, just regular mesquite wood chips. I put them in a container of water, and I added 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke in here, and I let the chips sit in here for 24 hours. And then I'm just going to I drain the water out. I'm going to take the chips. I'm going to take a handful of chips. I already made one. I'm just going to simply put that in there.
They smell really good.
Yeah, it does. Oh, I love that smoky smell, and that liquid smoke really helps bring that smoky smell to your food. And all I'm going to do is just fold it up just like that. I'm going to take and pop a hole in the bottom here, 2 holes. And I'm going to put it on the hottest corner of the barbecue. As you can tell, I already have another one over here. And what's going to happen is that's going to heat up, that wood's going to start to dry out, and it's going to start to smoke, and it's going to start to billow inside the barbecue itself and create that smoky flavor onto the food that we have in there. So you don't need to go out and buy an expensive smoker to get that smoky flavor, unless you're looking for actual smoked meat. But this will give you that natural smoky flavor that you need when you're having your barbecue and your friends in your backyard joining you, and you want to be able to make sure you take care of them. And I know social distancing right now can be kind of tough, and for people to get together, but as long as you keep your distance and you're good. How's your social distancing in summer going for quarantine?
It's been interesting, that's for sure. I've learned that V-Bucks for Fortnite is a great way to bribe teenagers to do their schoolwork. Also, I've been drinking a lot of Alumni Association wine, a lot of Association Alumni wine, a lot.
Yeah, that helps.
But I miss all the events on campus. I miss my friends. I miss Buster Bronco. That's how you know I graduated in '98, because I just did that. I just did that. That's how you know.
You didn't want to do the road or die or what?
Oh, yeah. That
could have aged you.
Yep.
No, we've been doing as much social distancing as possible, following all the rules and regulations, especially as a chef when we're out serving food and everything. And washing hands is the one biggest thing that chefs already know how to do, but since the COVID-19, we've actually found ourselves washing our hands even more now, because you don't cognitively think about the surfaces that you touch. And when we're in the kitchen and exactly, see, now I gotta go wipe that whole corner down again, but you grab something and you realize, I just touched that. I don't know where, and then you end up, I've sang happy birthday to myself so many times now, washing my hands. The Social Security Department has declared me dead.
Wow.
I know, so I have to start all over. And this is where I'm at. I'm Bronco Association, right here, doing it from the beginning. All right, now we're gonna go into prepping the next recipe. All right, so while we have this cooking, let's check in with our new and fabulous president of the university, Dr. Marlene Tromp.
Hi everybody, I'm Marlene Tromp, president of Boise State University, and today for our alumni barbecue, I'm making cherry pie because it's my favorite and my son's favorite, which means it won't last long in my house. The recipe I shared with you is from Sally's Baking Addiction. I just make a few modifications to it. I want to thank you all so much for what you do for the university and for our students. During the challenging time of this pandemic, your support has been critical to helping them thrive and the university thrive. I also want to tell you how proud I am of our community and all they've done during this time. Their resilience has been extraordinary. They have, after all, the role model of you to look up to. So I hope you have a great time today at the barbecue, and go Broncos.
All right, thank you, Dr. Tromp. That was wonderful. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna check back in on our chicken and check back in on another recipe, but it's pouring rain. Doesn't matter, because we're under a great cover, so we're not gonna let the rain throw us aside. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna check on our chicken right here. As you can see, we've already got a nice golden brown going on the skin, which is why we did not want to sauce it yet, because we want that skin to get a nice crisp flavor to it, because if you put the sauce on too early, what happens is that sauce has sugar in it and it will burn up too quick and you're going to get a burn flavor on it. So that's why we're going to say putting the barbecue sauce at the very end when this is almost over. And we'll know how close we are when we get to that, when we do a temperature. But when you're cooking your chicken on the indirect heat, what you want to do is every 15 minutes, just turn it 1/4 until it rotates all the way around. And right now I've got my fattest side towards the hottest part of the heat. And when you go to temp this, I'm using a digital thermometer, and anytime you're going to be using chicken or cooking chicken for friends and family and people that you have coming over, it's always very important to check the temperature, because undercooked chicken can make people sick, and you don't want to make your guests sick. Family members, I don't care about them. I don't like a lot of them, so it's okay if they get sick, but it's okay. Friends, not so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the thermometer and I'm going to find the thickest part of the meat of the chicken right down here, and I'm going to insert it right down into the center of the chicken. Wait for the temperature to raise
Pat,
up.
if it's not done, you get sick. This is how you get bird flu?
Yeah, you get chicken flu.
Okay.
No, you salmonella poisoning, and you got all these other poisonings that you can have for undercooked chicken, and this is something that you definitely don't want to do. So I'm checking the temperature. Right now we're sitting at about 100 degrees, and we want to make sure that we bring this to 165 degrees. So around 145 degrees is when we're going to put the barbecue sauce on, because then we're going to be looking at maybe 10 more minutes of cooking time, and that's about as long as you want for the chicken to be with barbecue sauce. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this, let the heat build back up, because like I said, we just lost a lot of heat, but that's okay. It's raining, doesn't matter, we got alcohol, we got Bronco wine, yes, we're going for it. All right, so this next one here, we've got zucchini strips that I've just simply cut into like small strips, and what I'm going to do is I put extra virgin olive oil on here. And now I'm going to take just a simple seasoning. What's the best part about this is whatever your favorite seasoning is you have access to in the store. I'm using a salt-free one that's got Mrs. Dash, that's got a great garlic flavor to it. And I'm just going to simply cover the first layer right
Just
here.
dash it on
Just
there.
dash it on, just like it says. It's a dash.
Instructions on the bottle. That's handy.
Yeah.
That's my kind of recipe right there.
And then I'm going to put the seasoned side down. On the grill, and then I'm going to season the side that didn't get seasoned directly on the grill. All right, there we go. Take my favorite seasoning,
Dash it on there.
dash it on there,
Yeah.
and now we're going to check our Brussels sprouts. I can already feel the Brussels sprouts just by squeezing it, that I know it's cooking through, and it's probably got about 10-15 more minutes on it, but we're going to open that up a little bit later and check it out. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it now so the other side gets the heat. Shut this, just like that, and we're going to wait for the next time we're going to open the lid, and then we're going to play with the zucchini again, because I got a couple of things I want to try to do with this zucchini. And in the meantime, for all you football fans out there, let's check in with alumnus coach Brian Harsin.
First, to start off, I want to thank the Boise State Alumni Association for all that you do, and I wish we were there with you, but right now, hey, we got the grill in the background, got a spatula in hand, and we're still going to make this a positive experience and have a great time. I certainly hope that every one of you is staying safe, staying healthy, and enjoying your time with your family. And if you're getting back in the community and doing some work, all right, that we all do that the right way. As far as my family, we've had a great time together. Been about 11 weeks, so I think that we've got some really positive things done. At the same time, this is the most time we have ever spent together, and every one of my kids and my wife made that comment to me as well. So certainly time to get back in the office. We're working on that this week, and we're bringing our players back to Boise that aren't here. But it's time in June to get this thing up and running and for us to start preparing for this 2020 season. Anyhow, our guys did a tremendous job during this time. We had this virtual team improvement plan that we put in place right when guys left. They've been meeting with coaches, meeting with strength staff. They've been sending in some fun pics of what they do each and every day. And then they have stayed on top of their academics. We had the best single semester we've ever had academically this last semester. So very proud of our guys. Awesome job. A lot of guys stepped up. We had 12 guys over a 4.0. And so this was a great job by professors, our academic staff, and then certainly our players. So we're proud of our guys for that. Now it's time to get the work on the field together, and we're going to do that in phases, and that's all prepared and planned as we move forward. But I can't wait to see these guys face to face. I can't wait to get everybody back together and then start to do some more team activities and just get ready to go out there and play on September 5th. And certainly that's the goal right now for every one of us, preparing for that Georgia Southern game. We want to see you in Albertson Stadium, and we're excited for those opportunities that are in front of us. Anyhow, right now is a great time for us to remember all the positive things about Boise State and just being a part of this alumni association, being part of this program. And coming off last season, I'll say last year's team did a tremendous job getting out there and playing a great season, going through a lot of possibilities that could have taken us down and not put us in the position that we were in, but to come out and still win another championship. And so the focus this year is no different. How do we prepare ourselves for this season? How do we prepare to put ourselves back in that position to play for a championship? And certainly we need you and your support in order for us to do that. But right now I'm going to turn it over to Avery Williams. He's going to get a chance to say a few words to you all, but remember this, we can't wait to get back. We appreciate all the support that we've had through this entire time, and we're looking to go out there and put a great product on the field, but more importantly, put a great team together and do something that everybody's proud of in this community with our football program, and certainly represent you in a positive way. And as always, go Broncos.
Hey Bronco Nation, this is Avery. I just wanted to give you guys an update on how things are going through these crazy times. I just finished school and just graduated, so I'm pretty excited about that. So now I have a lot more time to, work out and stuff at home, do some jogs out around the house, and I also have times for video games. Maybe a little too much time for video games, but I've also been eating really good food. Some of my favorite foods, probably wings and tacos, as you can see when this video's over. I'm probably gonna mess that one up right there. But on a more serious note, I'm very happy to call myself an official Boise State alumni member. And I just really wanted to give a thanks to all you members and donors out there that are giving us your support. You guys really have a huge impact on us. I'm also very excited to get back and start practicing with my teammates again. And I know we're gonna give you guys everything, and we can't wait to get back out in the blue for you guys. So all is well. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. Go Broncos.
Thank you so much, Coach Harson and Avery Williams. And now let's check in with our partner, Mountain America Credit Union, to see which alumni members are going to win some cash from the cash machine.
I'm Carissa Neese with Mountain America Credit Union, and although we can't be with you at the barbecue, we brought the cash machine today to the Friends and Family Alumni Center, and we're going to get in and give you some cash. Let's count it up. All right, that was a lot harder than it looks. I was able to grab $43 from the cash machine, and we're going to draw 2 names for winners here. I'm going to round it up to $50 so I can send you a gift card in the mail, and let's find out who won. All right, Kimber Shaw, you are a winner. $50 coming your way. And John Durst. Congratulations, and thank you again from Mountain America Credit Union. When you get your credit card supporting the Alumni Association through Mountain America, you're supporting programs and scholarships. Go Broncos.
Congratulations, Kimber Shaw and John Durst, winning the cash.
This is just a reminder that if you have not gotten your Alumni Association wine, go to the website now. I have all of the labels, all the collections. They are delicious. This is a perfect opportunity to try Idaho wines right now, all of them.
And she's not on edge. All right, welcome back. We're almost finished up. I got 2 more things I got to do on the grill here. First thing I want to do is I want to add my barbecue sauce. I'm going to check the temperature of the chicken. Right now we're sitting at about 145, which is exactly where we want to be before we put the barbecue sauce on. Barbecue sauce, whatever your favorite one is. It's that easy, it's that simple, whatever you have a flavor for. And I'm just gonna take my brush the chicken, and then my zucchini I'm gonna turn. I've only had it on there for a couple minutes, but a couple of them I'm gonna add something to that you can try this at home, and it's a really fun way to spruce up your vegetables on the grill. But I have shredded Parmesan cheese, and I've already turned my zucchini. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take shredded Parmesan cheese and I'm going to put it across a couple of the pieces. Makes a nice appetizer as well too if you're going to have a party.
Everything's better with cheese, Pat.
Oh, absolutely. I can put cheese on life and it will be much better. All right, there we go. And it was that easy. So what we're going to do is we've got about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to pull everything off and we're going to pig out. All right, we're finished. The food is done. I've checked the temperature on the chicken. The chicken's gonna hit about 167 right now. Perfect time to take the chicken off, and we're gonna take everything else off and we're gonna plate it and we're gonna eat. That's the best part. Now, here's what we have. We have our Brussels sprouts right out of the foil wrap. If you wanna take care of those, oh, you can actually just smell it coming right up. And we got our chicken that we're gonna take off. That's all ready to go. And then we have our zucchinis. Those are all done. We're going to Let's slide those over here. We're gonna get you guys plated up. Oh, look at this.
Wow, that looks great, Pat.
Oh, yes. So we got the Parmesan cheese melted right onto our zucchini strips. And then we have zucchini strips that don't have anything on it except for the seasoning of olive oil if somebody doesn't want to have cheese on there. Last thing I want to do is we have our Brussels sprouts. It's cooked all the way through. Nice delicious flavor with the apples, the sweet apples, and we're going to add one more ingredient just to top it off. I have a balsamic glaze. Yes, you can buy balsamic glaze already made in the grocery store. It's so much easier than waiting around for 3 days for that thing to boil and come together and get thick. So just a regular balsamic glaze. I'm just going to drizzle that right on there if you want to stir that in. We're going to get this plated up here. We have our barbecue chicken, as you can tell right now that the skin had that crispy on it and side on it, and then we also added the sauce there, and the sauce did not burn up. And then we have our zucchini with our Parmesan cheese and then regular zucchini. Go ahead and plate that in there. All right. Oh,
That looks
look at this.
fantastic.
This looks awesome.
All right.
Okay, should we feed them?
Yes.
All right.
Pat, that looked amazing. I've got my sunglasses, a cold beverage, a chair. I'm gonna enjoy this barbecue.
Yes, well, thank you for helping me out. That was a lot of fun. Be sure to check out the recipes we have from Coach Harson, Big K Barbecue, a steak marinade from Coach Miller, Buster Bronco Burger, and more. And don't forget to check out the photos and recipes, and stay connected on our Bronco Family chat page at Boise State Alumni website. Thank you, alumni members. Stay safe and enjoy your family. Go Broncos!
Go Broncos!
Introducing the Boise State Alumni Visa Credit Card from Mountain America Credit Union. It features low rates, rewards, and a portion of each purchase benefits the Alumni Association. Get your Boise State Alumni Credit Card today only at Mountain America.